Hello and welcome to the graffitiwar.com. If you've reached the website, you should be seeing this window, and as you can see, the website is divided into sections. We have the home page, how it works, which is a more detailed description of the site, pricing, how we price the blocks, stickers, these are pre-designed stickers that we have created for you, stories, a little more information about the stories and how they can be created, about us, which is more details about the Graffiti War, my account, which is access to your own account. Once you've registered, you can click here and log in again, frequently asked questions, and our own private blog for the website itself. As we scroll down, you can see two main windows. On the left hand side, we have an introduction video which basically explains the principle of the Graffiti War, and then on the right hand side we have a browser to the stories that have been posted so far. So you can casually browse through each of these stories by clicking on the arrows or the dots at the bottom, and you can click on the picture to go to the individual story. Underneath this we have the graffiti wall itself. The wall is made up of hundreds of thousands of blocks and grows dynamically as more blocks are purchased. Each block is equivalent to 10 pixels by 10 pixels. When you buy a block, depending on the choices that you select, you can add an image that you have, a logo for your company for example, or you can pick one of our predefined images, our stickers as we call them. You can also create a link to your website or blog or commercial company. You can also add a sentence or phrase to highlight as well. For example, in this example you have based on the Singapore maths method. So in order to place blocks on the wall, you need to purchase them. How do we do that? Well, if we scroll back up the window, you can see this big blue bar which says buy blocks, let's get started, click here. So this is one place that allows you to get started. You can also see at the top here a gold and white block called buy blocks. This appears at the top of every page, and you can always click here to go in to buy more blocks. And also in some pages you'll see other gold and white blocks saying things like let's get started or get started, and these will also direct you to the buying page. So let's see what happens. Let's click on the block. When you click, up will come a new window, the pricing window, and this allows you to choose how many blocks you're going to purchase. So you can scroll or type in the number of blocks you wish. So for example, let's add say 16 blocks, and we can add a logo or sticker. I'm going to choose a sticker in this example. I'm going to create a link to a website, and I have the option of holding the block for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or forever, which is the best value. So in this example I'm going to select forever, and as you can see the grand total is $241.50 US. So once I'm happy with my choices, I then click down here the buy now button. So let me select it now. So after hitting the buy now button, we come to the cart, the shopping cart, where you can see a list of the items that you just purchased. You may apply a coupon code if there's one available, and you have the grand total at the bottom. So once you are happy with everything, you can click proceed to checkout. This takes you to the second part of the checkout, where we add our billing details, or if you are an existing customer, you can log in as well here. You can click here to log in, or as a new customer, as we are, we will log on here. So I will now enter some test details for the billing. So as you can see, we have filled out our first name and last name, the country that we're in, the street address, the town and city, your phone number, and your email address, and a password. So all of the fields marked with a red asterisk are compulsory, and the other fields are non-compulsory. Then at the bottom you see a final summary of what you purchased. You see here that you can pay by credit card. I have read it and agreed to the website terms and conditions. Make sure that you click here, and then you hit the place order. And we have now been transferred to the credit card provider, payment processor, and you can see here the Graffiti War, the logo, the sum of money that you're paying. You place your credit card number, expiry month and year, and the CVV number, the last 3 digits on the back of your card. Then accept the merchant's terms and conditions and hit the pay now. And that will take you through to the next stage. Having placed the order, you can now see a summary of the order number, the date. The value is set to 0 because I used a coupon just for testing. And you can see here you can share that you've purchased the blocks. We would really appreciate it if you did, on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And under here we have a nice thank you message, and to thank you obviously for purchasing the blocks. We're very grateful. And the next section then is to click here to get started. So click here on this button here, and after clicking the Let's Get Started button, you will come to the management console for my account, which summarizes everything that you've purchased before, since the beginning. Thank you very much for watching this video, part 1. You are now ready to move on to part 2, which explains how the management console worked. Thank you very much.